Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be watching the first half of season four, considering season four only Fool's Gold, and four only has about 6 episodes. Definitely one of the longest. But yeah.
Alright, so last episode was a bit of a downer, huh? Gothy reflected on trauma, Arena chucked a corpse and got dumped by a passive Abby, crystal stuff. Sips decided to leave the party to deal with angst. Then Arena also left. What? 'Cause Arena.
When
What?
Arena has the most
Just
forgettable
happened.
plot line in this.
And we finally got to meet that disembodied voice that keeps chatting up Sips. But hey, it wasn't all bad. Gothy did save the town. And Arena found out her mom was alive. Right? Oh, come on. Sometimes things need to get worse before they get better. Or things just keep getting worse. Now, some of you have been asking, oh, new characters? Time skip? New campaign? Yeah. Oh, dear competent viewer. You underestimate our group's sheer stupidity. For you see, the campaign still goes on, as usual. But as a 3-split story. This is how we did it. We still all play together, but take turns every 15 to 20 minutes. Give or take. Not everybody's cup of tea, but it worked for us. To Felix's horror. So now we are back into the dark forest, with Sips, who is very much not alone. I feel that you have questions. Yeah, finding a random crystal in my head comes with questions. And I wish to give you answers, but in due time. Oh, don't give me that bull. Why not now? Well, mostly because your camp is being attacked. Yeah. Sips hears screaming in the distance. I'm not emotionally invested in them. They are your ride, however. We will pick this up later. But just so you know, I don't like you. And I'm not here to be liked. Sips goes off and sees, a dire bear attacking the camp. He fights it off, wins, but gets pretty injured. I'm just gonna lay down for a sec. So he rests and waits for the next day to travel. Back
This
at
is
the
one of my favorite
capital, Arena
seasons.
spends the next few days tying up
Even
loose
if it has
ends,
my
getting
least
rid of
favorite
glitter,
episode.
establishing the rightful heirs to the throne of Kylandria, and calling up a grumpy NPC and fan favorite, Mr. Wizardly. Yeah, sorry guys, he removed the curse. This is his choice, even though he kinda had the legs for it. Ugh, what do you want? We need you to set up portals between the Bellowing Wilds and Kylandria's capital. Oh, so are you paying in blood? I do take souls now. Oh, I'm not paying. They are. With money? Damn. Yeah. Arena pretty much sets up a deal between Mr. Wizardly and the Kingdom of Kylandria to have portals between the cities in the Bellowing Wilds to the
Fast
capital.
travel.
AKA, we unlocked fast travel. Thank God. Arena gets info from eyes and ears about where her mother could possibly have fled to. She finds out that her mother was smuggled out with several staff members and headed towards the Bellowing Wilds. Now with a quest, Arena heads out, but just before she leaves, she's stopped by Bucket. Thanking her and wishing her luck, he then mentions something odd that happened during the whole battle outside the castle gates thing. He explains that he witnessed Sneeze just drop dead for no reason, and then in a few minutes get back up again like nothing happened. Yeah, that's not normal. Yeah, I'd think. Maybe undead. Better take this holy water. Thanks? But Sneeze is not really my problem anymore, so thanks for the cryptic foreshadowing, maybe? And she heads off towards the Bellowing Wilds on her own, taking the giant mech dragon. Alright, on my own! guys, bunch of jerks. I'm a lone, magical girl with just the open skies, wind on her face, and the adventure ahead. Finally, arena time. Ah! Yeah, Felix tossed a coin to see who Sneeze would end up with, and, yeah.
The worst possible choice.
Just had to test something. So yeah, get ready for that duo. Back with Sips, traveling into the Kylandrian Mountains, he comes to settle in a small village called Amarin. A quaint village ran by orcs. Werewolf hunting orcs. Quaint. And what is your plan? Ah, God, could you not? Still a bit freaked out about the disembodied voice in my head randomly talking to me. Do you wish me to raise your hand when I want to talk? No, there will be no raising of my hand or controlling anything of mine. Rule number 1. I am the captain of this ship, so no controlling the monkey. Got it? Your body is not a ship. You being a captain makes no sense.
He thinks literally.
Sips asks around to find a place.
Does not understand metaphors.
And discovers a secluded abandoned cabin just outside the village to stay in. It's good enough. He enters the cabin
this is my favorite part of this
make
season.
a reflex.
When he
Is
ends
instantly
up
mauled by
trying
a
to clean up the
raccoon.
room. My favorite moment.
Or a pack of them. I don't remember. After forcibly evicting the raccoons, Sips is left in the cozy cabin. It's a dump. But you know what? He's a level 8 sorcerer at this point. He got magic and is lazy. So he starts to clean with magic and casts mending on some ripped curtains in the window. Now, for a normal sorcerer, this is easy. This is fine. But we're playing Sips, baby, and this monkey is a fantastic disaster. 'Cause as he casts, it goes wild. And by just trying to simply mend these curtains, he tears a hole into the material plane and creates a one-way portal from the shadow plane. Just right between the curtains.
This never gets fixed.
I'm just gonna put a chair in front of that. And he just leaves it. With a lamp in front of it. I'm not an idiot. It's fine. It'll be fine. So he gets the cabin to a point where it kind of starts to feel like home. Kinda.
What you doing?
Ah!
Whoa, you're really weird. What are you?
What? How? What? Who are you?
I'm Vicky.
And our next
I'm
NPC.
not the biggest Vicky fan.
You have a tail.
I don't really care
It's
for
so
her.
fluffy.
No touch. How did you get in here? The door was locked.
Ooh, what's this?
Don't touch that. All right, okay. I'm not having another kid in this campaign. Out.
So why are you here?
Ah, Jesus! How did you... Can you cast Blink or something?
What's blank? Are you a wizard or
What? No. Do I look like a nerd?
oh? What's this?
Wait, stop! And when Vicky reaches out to touch Sips's cursed crocodile hand, nothing happens. Don't touch me. Or in fact, don't touch anything. Just leave. Hey!
Aw,
You're really starting to piss me off.
Boop.
You need to leave.
but I don't wanna.
Well, you better. 'Cause you know, the last little girl I knew, I ate her heart.
Cool. What did it taste like?
Regret.
Neat.
Look, you can't be here.
But you're so cool.
You get one question.
Okay. What are you?
A monkey. I think. It's complicated. Now get out, get out, get out, get out, get out!
Wait! What's your name?
My name? Nope! Too personal! Back in a less crazy situation, Gothi ties up loose ends in the few days, like Arena. She packs up and gets ready to leave the capital towards Alchemist Quarry with Jawbone. Looking for Sneeze, she finds out from Bucket that he left with Arena. Bucket then hands her a bottle of holy water, with no explanation. Thank you. She then goes through one of Wizardly's new portals in the capital, to Alchemist Quarry, to continue with Jack's quest. The city is back to its magical ways and fix the whole Tarask issue, along with establishing a new leader, which they were pretty happy about. Kinora wasn't very popular. Gothi eventually finds Jack in a bar, who's, pissed. Oh, well, look who finally showed up. I'm sorry, Jack. I know it's been weeks. Yeah, I've been waiting for y'all to... Where's the sparkly girl and grumpy monkey? A lot has happened. Gothi then explains the situation, and both of them start to hash out a plan. Recap! Jack's original quest was to go to these ancient Four-Claimer ruins and collect these big sun crystals, big enough to crush your grandma with. And when we have all 5 of them, Jack will be able to open the portal that the Four-Claimers escaped into 2,500 years ago. We got 4 of them so far, and the ruins in Alchemist Quarry was the 5th. Wait, you've been here for weeks. Why didn't you just go get the crystal yourself? Well, I'm a bit of a coward. Look, I can't open the portal if I'm dead. Those ruins are dangerous. That's why I hired you guys. I'm an archaeologist, not a 6.5-foot tall Amazonian with guns that can crush boulders. Fair enough. Gothi, we're so
Jack is
close.
my favorite NPC
Just
in
this last crystal, and we can open the portal. A whole ancient society could be on the other side, and maybe
At first I
even
didn't really
some
care for
answers
him,
for
but
you
later
too.
in the series, I
Alright.
really like him.
So what's first? Well, we need to get into the ruins and get the
Gothi's still
final
my
crystal.
favorite.
I got 3 of the crystals
my
with me,
favorite
and you
character.
brought the 4th one from the giant mech dragon, right? So now can we talk? Yes. Ask whatever you desire. Well, first of all, I don't like talking to a disembodied voice I can't see. Sips prepares to cast Minor Illusion. Essentially, I came up with the idea that Zano uses Sips' magic to cast an image of himself in front of Sips and use it like a puppet. Kinda like a hologram? He agrees, casts it, and standing in front of Sips is a 7-foot tall, Four-Claimer man, dark gray skin, glowing white markings, and a large crystal on his forehead. An illusion of the being himself, Zanu. Whoa, okay, I know you got a whole Ken doll situation going on, but I'm gonna need you to illusion some pants. Clothes are inefficient and unnecessary for this conversation. Oh, they are very necessary for this conversation. Very well.
I'd be
Are
fine with
those-
that.
Are those cargo pants? The pockets are efficient. What are we in the fantasy 90s? Put on something from this plane. Fine. Does this satisfy? It'll do. So, what do you wish to ask me? Where do I start? What are you? How did you get in my head? Why the heart eating? But most importantly, what do you want? What do I want? What I want is to commit a genocide, and you are going to help me do it. This video is sponsored by the Deck
Fairly
Committee and the Big...
antagonistic. And on to my least favorite episode. I
This
really
video
hate
is sponsored
Zanu.
by Hero Forge.
I like Zanu as a character, but I hate the episode 18.
You know, you'd think after all this time I'd have more creative intros, but I'm kind of lazy. Well, doesn't matter, because let's talk about what happened last time, yeah? Sips fought a big bear. Blech. Arena liberated Kylandria. Wizardly unlocked fast travel. Thank God. Arena had an interesting talk with Bucket, set out to find her mom, and was accompanied by... Sneeze. Sips then traveled to an orc werewolf hunting village. Quaint. Found a cabin. Did some wild magic. I'm just gonna put a chair in front of that. And then was introduced to Vicky, a small orc girl, who he promptly kicked out. Gothy traveled to Alchemist Quarry to continue with Jack's quest, and found out she was missing a crystal for it. At which Sips then finally got to talk to a clothed Zanu, and asked him a bunch of questions where he only answered the one. What do you want? What do I want? What I want is to commit a genocide, and you are going to help me do it. Where Sips replies with a not so surprising, yeah, go to hell. Look, I'm a murder hobo. I can admit that. But I am a very picky, choosy kind of murder hobo. Causing a genocide isn't really my style. And I ain't nobody's puppet. I don't expect a simple mortal monkey to understand, but I will try to explain. Slowly. Oh, yeah. This is a great start. Meanwhile, Gothy and Jack travel outside of Alchemist Quarry to gain access to the Four Claimer ruins for their quest to get the big ol' crystal. Walking underground, they sneak past a large room where the city still stores the magically chained up Mother Tarask. We'll deal with that later. I pray we don't deal with it ever. Deeper they explore the ruins, solving puzzles and avoiding conflict, till eventually they reach a strange set of rooms, containing old technology, large glass containers, and a tapestry. One depicting something that seems familiar. Gothy looks and feels something wanting to break through her memories.
This music sounds
Like
similar
trying
to the 8th
to recall a dream. Over 3,000 years ago, there used to be two suns in the sky. One named Solus, the other Stella. Gold and white. The Four Claimers were a society of technologically advanced elves, augmenting their bodies to become perfect beings. They strived for ultimate efficiency and pushed the boundaries for the benefits of science, no matter the cost. Their curiosity and greed eventually drove them to doing something beyond the natural order. They ripped one of the suns out of the sky itself, Stella, harvesting its energy and pure magic, pulling it apart, and redistributing it. They used it to create the power crystals. Then, they made other technologies with it, such as the Guardian, or the Mech Dragon, as you refer to it. And finally, they created me. Using 50% of the sun's energy, they created what they always strived for. Perfection. The ultimate being.
A god.
I am an artificially made god. Artificial god? Ah, crap. Am I a warlock? But like a cheap bargain bin warlock? What? Never mind. So wait, where's the whole wanting to cause genocide part again? I'm getting to that. My purpose was to be perfection, the ultimate being. And the Foreclaimers loved to test that. They always pushed boundaries just because they could. So they pushed me. Over and over and over again. Experiment after experiment. Making my life nothing more than a test subject. Just to see how far they could go. How far I could go. Until one day,
Yeah, these beings,
I had
Foreclaimers are
enough.
evil.
I knew then
don't have
what
empathy.
my true
Still.
purpose was. And what was that? To wipe them out. To kill every single last Foreclaimer in this world. You see, Foreclaimers have no empathy. They are born without it. And because of that, they are able to do unspeakable things in the name of their science. I was tired of their science, and I knew I could not allow them to continue. So I waited and planned. Wait. That doesn't make any sense. Gothi's a Foreclaimer and clearly has empathy. Gothica. She's different. She's always been different. Gothica.
Hey, Gothy! I think I found something with your name on it. I think.
While rummaging around, Jack finds records of individual Foreclaimers and Gothi's case file. Foreclaimers at age 20 go under an augmentation surgery for the power crystal upgrade by putting a big old socket just where the stomach is. This extends their life about 700 years. They no longer have to sleep, eat, or drink. Also, on top of this surgery, they're given an additional feature or augmentation of their choosing, such as cat eyes, toxic blood, claws, etc. Gothy got gills. Yeah. Hasn't come up much. But what the interesting thing on the document is not her upgrades and crazy power crystal stuff, but her defects, as the document mentions her irrational and problematic signs of having empathy. You see, Gothica was there since the beginning. I saw her grow up, visiting me whenever she could. The only person who ever showed me kindness. They thought of her as defective for having empathy, but she was not defective. She was my friend. My only friend who helped me get through it all. Hold on. If Foreclaimers are so ruthless about efficiency and empathy was not efficient, how did Gothy not get kicked out? Or worse?
She's royalty.
It's because she has rank. Hey, Gothy? Could you come here a second? What do you mean?
This is the
by
main
rank?
reason why
What I mean
there is just way
is
too story in this single
Gothica
episode, in my opinion.
Diosol
That's why this is my
was
least favorite
royalty,
episode.
and the future ruler of
Just
the
no
Foreclaimer
fighting.
Empire,
It's just not that interesting to me.
a princess.
I'm sorry, what?
It reads right here. You're royalty. That's wild! A real Foreclaimer princess the entire time. I mean, who knew? I didn't. I mean, isn't that crazy? Do you need some time? Gothy looks around the room. It shattered and broken. All that time. All those memories. Lost. In this room. Yeah. I think I do. I knew I needed time. Time to plan on how to take them all out in one single night. I knew it would not be easy. I am a god, but the Foreclaimers were spread all throughout the Bellowing Wilds. I had to reach them without being there. Now, I can create matter and destroy it, just like any other god. But I am also a god of souls. I am able to create and control them. And the Four Claimers happen to power their deadliest weapons with souls. I just had to reach them. So I trained, I meditated, and eventually gained the ability to control souls from far distances, all across the Bellowing Wilds. So, one night, I began. I took over the souls of the machines they created for death and destruction, to now slaughter them all. Each temple, each outpost, each Four-Claimer attacked all at once by the very creations they deemed perfect. Now, they were their destruction. But it wasn't, was it? No. When I broke free to the surface in the chaos, I saw it. A portal off in the distance at the capital. I didn't anticipate it. I didn't know they had something like that. So I made my way to try to stop it. To stop them from escaping. I could not let them leave. Not after everything they did. But I was too late. I didn't make it through the portal. I didn't get to finish what I started. Because of that, I was shattered. As a failure. My physical body fell apart. Without the crystal. Without me. For thousands of years, pieces of me were moved, traded, and used for people who desired power. My existence was through shattered moments. I was in a haze, in and out of consciousness, for thousands of years. But do you know how you got in my head?
The witch.
That witch. Back in the sky, Arena and Sneeze travel into the Bellowing Wild, where they land and hunt some creatures for some cash. Eventually, they find a small town where they start their search for Arena's mom. They ask around town, but unfortunately, no luck. So they turn to the information hub of any town, the bar. They walk in asking for leads, but again, nothing. So they are left to their own to rant.
You know, Sneeze, I'm great. I'm a delight. And I made that group cool and fashionable, and they just blew it. Those jerks didn't know what they had. Who needs them? I certainly don't. I mean, Gothy with her smelly potions and Sips with all that angst. That I won't miss one bit. It's not like we had fun together or anything. Doing quests and punching bad guys and the parties. Yep. Won't miss that. Some friends they were. Leaving me like that. What are these words? I'm pouring my heart out here. I don't have time for words. Another bubble tea, damn it!
I hate her so much.
Back into a quieter setting, night falls over Alchemist Quarry. Gothy and Jack manage to find the final crystal they were looking for. Now with all four, minus the mech dragon crystal, they can start to place each crystal on top of these large pedestals, one located at each temple that we had already been to, having to backtrack all across the Bellowing Wilds. Look, I don't need you looking at the plot holes, alright? And when all the crystals are placed on these pedestals, they will be able to open up the portal to... who knows? Okay, great. Now, let's not waste any time and let's go. Jack, I need to ask you something. I mean, you're the one holding the spear. Go for it. Why are you really doing this? What? I have to admit, the entire time you have been around us, I haven't been 100% sold on the doing this just for knowledge sake. You did stab me, after all, and the way you weren't too concerned about Rascom's safety, you give off bad guy vibes, Jack. How can I trust you won't stab me in the back when all of this is done? If you and I are going to work together on this, you need to look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Alright. No, I'm serious, Jack. I'm going to take off my
This is
mask.
one of my favorite moments in the entire
And you are going
series.
to look me in the eye. Are you with me or against me?
I love Jack's face here. It's great.
Do you need... alright. He failed his fortitude save. Then tries again. Alright. Let's try this again. Wow, there's really like no skin there, huh? Jack. Okay, yeah, no, I am with you. Good. Now, let's go place that crystal. Right. So can you still smell
I wonder if the inside
or
of that mask is
focus?
just coated in blood.
Mm-hmm. From there, they walk out of the temple to finding the large pedestal and placing the crystal onto it. A powerful, blinding yellow light burst out from within the crystal, shooting straight up into the night sky like a beacon, signaling all across the bellowing wilds and beyond.
Hey!
Just to let us know that it started, and that there's no stopping it now. 1 down, 4 to go.
Teleporter time.
This video is sponsored by...
This is over. I'll be halfway done
me.
season 4.
I got some good shit coming your way. Recap! Alright, let's speed run this lore. Zano came out as an artificial god. Ah, crap. Talked about his edgy backstory and how he does not play nice with four claimers. Arena had a moment. Another bubble tea! Damn it! Gothi then was revealed to be a princess and gave a stern talking to Jack. Then put on the first crystal on the pedestal for the main quest. So yeah, it was a lot, but let's reverse a bit right here. Because before the dramatic light show, Sips was starting to get some answers. But do you know how you got in my head? That witch. So this is what happened. Kinora gathered crystal pieces after hearing rumors of a powerful creature that once resided in them. Her goal was to place the crystal into a creature and take it over with her voodoo magic stuff, aka the curse, and essentially control it, like the Tarrasque. She chose Sips because, monkey, easy to control. But it wasn't that easy. When I was placed in your head, I made you fully conscious, not just a simple awakened monkey. Two fully conscious beings could fight against the curse. She had no control over us, which she quickly realized, and we got away. Yeah, okay, you know this is a lot. What do you mean by fighting the curse? Let me try to explain. Alright, Sips's build is a bit complicated, but I'll try. There are 3 consciousnesses in Sips's body. Sips, Zanu, and the curse. A being of pure evil that just wants to mess up and take over Sips's body. However, both Sips and Zanu fight against that at all times to make sure that doesn't happen. It's kind of like 2 people holding a door closed while someone on the other side is trying really hard to get in. If one of them gives up on holding the door, the curse has a much easier time getting in. That's why when Sips is mentally unstable, he subconsciously allows the curse to come in. The more unstable he is and gives up, the curse grows. It's very roleplay heavy, obviously, and Felix and I determine when that happens. Oh, yeah, so why didn't cutting off his hand not just get rid of the curse back in episode 5? Well, it's 'cause...
The curse is tied to your soul.
What? Well, you're a soul god. Get it off.
It's not that simple. I could shatter your soul, allowing it to take over.
So there's nothing we can do.
Not to my knowledge. That woman may not have known exactly what she was dealing with, but she did know how to make things difficult.
Where she got that big of a crystal?
She does that. So wait, have you been watching my life since then? Like everything?
Yes, unfortunately. Every lie and stupid decision you've made, I've witnessed. And the many events in your life. Like the event with your mother. So sorry for the state she's in.
You don't get to talk about that.
What?
If you want to work
I
with
wonder
me,
if we'll ever see
I
that.
strongly suggest you don't piss me off.
Very well. I need you to assist me with taking out the four claimers. First, obtaining the remaining crystal pieces. Second, you will open and go through the portal. Thirdly, you will absorb all the remaining pieces to complete me. From there, I will have the magic required to make a new body for a god, where I will be able to leave yours, then fulfilling my purpose of killing every single last four-claimer.
Except Gothy.
Except Gothica.
And what would happen to me after all of this?
There is a chance that you will simply die from the pure magic of a god inside your mortal body. If, by chance, you survive my transition, you could be taken over by the curse. Or, another scenario, nothing happens. You remain yourself. There is no 100% certainties in any of these scenarios. This is new for me as well.
Cool. Like those odds. Look, you want revenge. I get it. But you're asking me to help you wipe out an entire race that I have nothing really to do with. Hell, it's been 2,500 years. They may not even be alive over there. And if they were, it's gonna be an entirely new generation that had nothing to do with what happened to you. I mean, should the next generation pay for their parents' mistakes? And if they were born without empathy, does that mean they deserve to die?
Yes.
I need to think about it. I don't trust you. This is bad guy vibes. The alarms are going off. Then, just at that moment, they see it. In the night sky. A beacon and the first step to opening up the portal.
Well, think quickly, because now we have a time limit.
We jump forward a bit and meet up with Arena, who's been spending a couple days in villages along the Kylandrian and Bellowing Wilds border, asking around for any information about her mom, till she hears about an old man in an inn that recently fled from Kylandria. Getting directions, she eventually meets up with the man and asks him about her mother. He looks pretty grim and says, "Follow me."
Nice. A trap.
She follows the man out to a large open area near the village, and this frail old man then pulls out a very large, anime-esque sword and braces himself with it.
Oh, God. He's a weeb.
I'm afraid I cannot allow you to find your mother. I swore an oath.
And a nerd. So what oath was this? To Beauclair? 'Cause she's, like, super dead.
No, this was to your mother.
She made me promise that no one was to follow her, no matter what. If you wish to find her, you will have to go through me first.
All right, old man. But I mean, let's see if you can even get up here.
In an instant, his whole body launches upwards, using the momentum
age,
of
he's
his large
oddly good
sword
at
to
this.
propel himself
Oddly good at
forward.
fighting.
Oh no. He's also anime good.
And is hit for 34 points of damage.
Okay. Time to focus.
Sips, I want you to focus on something for me. Even if you don't want to help me, I still need to help you. If we are to keep the curse at bay, you and I need to build a stronger bond with one another. So I shall show you how to use my power. I shall not take control. As you stated before, you are the captain of this body ship.
That's not. Fine. What do you want me to do? Zano essentially tries to get Sips to connect with a crystal to another person. All the crystals are connected, as we saw in episode 15. Sips synced up with everyone who had a crystal near him, causing the strange effect of hearing and seeing through them. Kinda like a walkie-talkie. The reason Sips died when Beauclair died was because both of them were connected internally. Kinda like soul-linked. When one person's body shuts down, the others connected also feel it and start to shut down as well. Like they all share one body connected by the crystal. Arena eyes and ears weren't affected because they were wearing the crystal. It wasn't in their body connected to their actual organs. In order to stop Sips from dying, Zanu took over and absorbed the crystals to stop the connection with the defective body, aka the heart buffet. It's complicated magic stuff. I'm trying. So anyway, Sips rolls a concentration, gets a ping to sync up with Arena, seeing what she can see and hearing what she can hear. Arena? Arena, can you hear me?
Sips?
What? Where are you? Not there. What are you doing?
Fighting? You're talking in my head. How are you talking in my head?
Magic stuff. I'm trying something out. What? Is Sneeze fighting?
Oh, so now you care about him.
Arena, I literally left it. We are not getting into this. If he dies, you're paying for his resurrection.
Oh, wow, I think you're breaking up.
You're just making those noises with your mouth.
I'm going through a tunnel?
I can see where you are.
I'm hanging up now.
You can't hang up on me. Can she hang up on me?
Bye.
Arena, don't you dare hang up. We roll opposing will saves and... She hung up on me!
This is one of my favorite moments in
Interesting.
season 4.
Back in the fight, Arena is having a bit of a hard time. Roll after roll, she keeps missing the guy. 3, 8, nat 1, nat 1, another nat 1. Switches dice. 4. The more and more this fight went on, the more Arena felt the frustration.
Look, buddy, I am not having a great week so far. My dad died, my girlfriend left me, along with my friends, and now I got an old sword anime guy reference. I have no idea what he's referencing to. So just let me pass to see my mom before I just kill you.
And with that, she manages to land her first and final blow to
only
him
had, like,
as
one
he
health.
crumples and dies. Yeah, so turns out this guy had crazy AC and strength, but 1 HP. She just had to hit him once to take him down, and with her damage, it was instant death. So, yeah. But hey, she found a letter on his body with her mom's location in it. So, that's good, right?
Whoops.
God damn it, Arena! Miles away and she still manages to piss me off.
Hi! Ah! It's me! Vicky!
No. God, don't you have
Yeah,
better
I'm with
things
Sis
to
on
do?
this one.
Don't you have parents or... Wait, are you one of those stereotypical sad orphan kids?
What? No! That's dumb. My parents aren't dead. They left me.
That doesn't make it better!
But I don't care. I got Granny. Who gave you this food?
Food? It's not poisoned, is it?
No.
I don't like that pause.
I was thinking. Granny says you'd want lots of fruit because you're a monkey. We don't grow any of that stuff here, but Granny owns the local shop and had some come in recently.
So, this is all for me?
Mm-hmm.
If this is poisoned, I will kill you.
It's not poisoned.
Thanks. First of all, if you're gonna be around me, there's gonna be some rules. Rule number 1, no touching. None of that.
Yeah.
Second, no more jump scares and breaking into my house. And third, don't touch the curtains.
It still has a one-way
Hey,
pull
hey,
to the shadow blade.
Look at me. That's the rules. Or I kick you out.
Okay.
So, in a few days, Vicky comes by once in a while to bring food outside
Sis
of
has
the
been in
house,
this house for
avoiding
about
curtain
a week
temptation.
or a week and a half.
spending some time with
Maybe 2 weeks
Sips,
and a half.
along with teaching him about the village. What the hell is that?
Snow?
I don't like it. Till eventually he starts to open up a bit. It's Sips. My name? Don't make it weird.
Sips. That's kinda dumb.
You're dumb.
But I like it. It's weird. Like you. So what's that?
Really pushing it today, huh? It's my curse.
Like a werewolf?
Kinda, but not really. It's a crocodile hand. If I touch somebody with it, there's a chance they can become cursed. It grows, tries to take over.
So wear crack.
Don't! That's not a thing. It's just something I'm dealing with.
Where fuck?
Well, I think it's cool.
Breaking first rule! Then off in the distance, they spot something. Another beam of yellow light shoots up into the sky as Gothy and Jack activate another pedestal, meaning one step closer.
So pretty! What do you think it is?
A countdown.
I think it's fairies.
That's dumb.
You're dumb.
All right, that's halfway through. Wow, it's very, very dark. That is halfway through season 4. In a few days, I'll hopefully finish off season 4. It is one of my favorite seasons, so yeah. Everyone have a good rest of their day, and I'll see you when I make that video. Bye.